Welcome to Draw One Last Breath Horror Podcast. My name's Matt.
I'm Butch.
I'm Johnny Paul.
Welcome to episode 198. On this episode, we have been sent a screener of Grizzly Night to review, and also Paul's movie from the vault was Seeding of a Ghost. How are you guys doing?
Very well, very well.
I haven't been raped by any
Start.
ghosts, so I'm pretty good.
Not yet. The
No,
night is still young.
no one's going to perform any weird black magic on me, then I think I'll be all right. Whew. Yeah,
I
all
think
good,
you're
lad.
immune to black magic, Paul, at this stage, are you?
Yeah. I've been going down a bit of a rabbit hole though, last couple of weeks. I'm just going to spend the next 20 minutes talking about all the movies I've watched. Uh,
Sit back, relax, and get a pillow.
No, I've watched a couple. On the back of like my bet, what we watched Bambi Reckoning, and I went and watched that Steamboat fucking Willie movie. I caught another one called Piglet, which they say is based on the on Piglet from. It's not. I mean, it's really not. But it got about 1.5 stars off me. It's got some good kills, some silly nudity, some silly gore. It's quite a brutal slasher, but you're just in that raw sort of TV kind of style. It's kind of a bit hard to watch with a load of dialogue, but it's got shitloads of kills and shitloads of gore in it. So it was all right. The mask was pretty brutal in it.
It was all right, but you gave it 1.5 stars.
It was all right. Yeah, that's pretty good for it. But there's a lot on there. There's one I went through and had a little look about what I could watch. There's one on Goldilocks and the Three Bears. There's fucking one called Jack and Jill. Lots of nursery rhymes. There's one on Peter Pan, Cinderella's Revenge. There's loads of these sorts of movies that I may be watching. I may watch one every couple of weeks or something.
I
I
think
al-
you should take one for the team there, Butch.
yeah, I also watched The Jester. Don't know if anyone's sort of.
Part one or two.
What I watched one, two's just popped up on the Shudder, so I thought I'd watch one. And I paid for the privilege, the whole 2.99. That was 2.99 that I'm never seeing again. It's sort of a cheap, very cheap Terrifier. It's saying something, but like nowhere near the level of gore. It's sort of like a almost. I don't think it's a 12, but it's like no. It's just trying to do something, but failing miserably. 2023, it sort of came out, and it's kind of awful. The guy in it. There's like one scene that I saw on Facebook where it was set in like a shop, and it looked pretty cool with the cops and stuff like that. But nah, the reality of it was pretty bad. So it's another boob. Yeah, that's probably it. I think just those two to talk about. The other ones I can't really talk about apparently. So there we go. Apart from one battle after another.
Geordie Paul, what you been watching?
Not a massive pile, to be honest. There was a couple of maybe horror tingy films. I watched Apocalypse Now the other day, which I reckon that can be classed as a bit of horror as well. It's quite intense, isn't it? I also watched Cape Fear, which obviously more of a thriller than a horror, but I love that film. It's great. Yeah, really, really good. I finished that His and Hers series with John Bernthal and Tessa Thompson in it. Again, more of a thriller and serial killer, but has horror notes to it. I thought it was really good, guys. So if you haven't seen that, give that a watch. Really well acted. Storyline's really good, and kept me guessing all the way through. And I'm normally quite good at guessing all this shit, and I did not. And it's got a really kind of good rug pull. So yeah, really good. Highly recommend that on Netflix. And then I watched a film which I went to the cinema to see, and years and years ago, and it was on there, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to give this a watch, rewatch, see if it's better than I kind of originally thought it was at the time. Have you seen Monsters before?
The sort of like handy cam walk through
Yeah, it
the
was kind
post
of like the
bit.
first kind of like it wasn't the first handycam, but it was the first kind of film that was made on someone's PC essentially. But it was the
Are you
first
on
kind of
about
like
what's the space monsters? As in,
It's a ch
with Gareth Edwards, yeah,
yeah,
jour
yeah.
yeah.
Oh
journalist.
yeah,
It's
excellent
fucking
film.
stunning. Yeah, I got it on DVD. I got it on DVD.
Yeah, Sam.
Yeah, again, I think when I went to the cinema to say I thought it was going to be something different than what it was, and I kind of appreciate it a bit more now that I've kind of haven't got that expectation locked to it. So because I thought I remember being really disappointed by it at the cinema, if I'm honest. It's still a bit weird at the end with the crazy, crazy, sexy aliens having crazy alien sex, tripody things.
It was
Um,
I thought it was quite grounded, and it was quite raw and guerrilla, and I quite like that about it.
Oh, it's really cheap as well.
Yeah.
It's a
yeah,
cheap film. It's all edited on location. He dragged people that were just like normal people out of the street to be acting in it and stuff. It's pretty crazy.
yeah, no, and like I said, it's definitely definitely worth a watch. Um,
And you
yeah,
watch like cinema.
I went to see it at the cinema. Yeah, I was in London at the time. I went to see
All
it. Yeah,
right.
so yeah, and I believe that was it. Um, oh, and I rewatched Sinners
Oh, nice.
for obvious kind of reasons. Which that links me into the news. But Matt, you go. What you watched?
Yeah, I watched basically not I've been watching this trying to watch loads of Oscar nominated movies. So the only horror type thing that I actually watched was on Disney Plus Hulu, The Beauty.
Ah, me and Soph were going to try and get into that. And
I watched 2 episodes. It's fucking bonkers.
right, like very American
It
horror story sort of thing.
not it's quite different to that. It's more like it's got a substance kind of esque storyline through it. But I've only watched 2 episodes, but the first episode is insane.
Oh,
Real body horror, but shot really, really good. I mean, yeah, I mean it's Ryan Murphy that did obviously, but he's with another writer as well. So yeah, you'll love it, mate. It's really, really good.
cool.
So far, I've only watched 2 episodes.
You guys ever watch Grotesquerie on Disney Plus?
No,
No.
no.
You should give that a go. It's quite intense and quite gory. It's quite
I
cool.
noticed it's changed to Hulu now as well, so it's Disney Plus, but it's Hulu.
Yeah,
It's
which we kind of
interesting.
knew, didn't we? But now they kind of made it official, I guess.
America, innit?
Yeah, but yeah, definitely worth a watch. Go do it. Go watch it. It's really good. It's very
Nice.
sexy.
Off topic a little bit? What Oscar bait have you watched so far?
Sinners.
Yeah, I watched that. Obviously, one battle after another, and
Same.
Frankenstein. They're the three that I've caught.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. To be discussed.
Faithfully the Stepsister. That's up for an Oscar.
Yeah, it fucking is, isn't it?
Yeah.
What is it? Best costume or something?
Is it hair and makeup? Is it makeup or
Oh,
costume?
yeah,
One
Something
of
like
the
that.
kind of arty ones.
His costume.
that's good. That's fucking quality. All right, well, let's get on to some news. Paul, do you want to kick us off?
Well, I'll say as I've kind of already said it. Sinners, big news and Oscar nominations broke the record for the amount of Oscar nominations, 16 in total, which is phenomenal. I am so pleased. Now, I think it's up against some very stern Oscar competition. Now, I haven't seen one battle for another, but I know you two have, and you have both given 5 stars in Letterboxd, so I'm expecting that to kind of do a bit of a sweep of the main categories. But I just think one, fair play to the Academy for giving it the fucking respect it deserves because it's not just a horror film, it's a fucking fantastic film and it deserves to be up there because, again, it's just so well acted, so well made, so well done. And the fact it's got vampires in it, spoilers, it means that, it might have been overlooked, but I'm glad they've stuck it and I'm glad they're all getting acting nominations like Delroy Lindo for Best Supporting Actor, that's brilliant. It might be Jordan's phenomenal. So I'm really, really pleased. I hope it wins some but I'm not too. I think it should be proud that I got nominated, and it's blown like in. It's it's been recognised for everything from its costume, for everything from its soundtrack, and that's why it's racked up the amount of nominations. So
I'm
yeah,
gonna
really pleased with
I'll put something forward. I'm gonna guess 10. I reckon it's gonna win 10.
that. I've got a funny feeling
Yeah,
it's only going to win a couple, and that's. I think that
I
might be the
think it'll win a
headline that
couple.
it's been nominated in lots and has only won a couple. I just think. I think me and Matt were having a conversation about this the other day. It's like Hamnet's there, and that's like proper Academy bait in it. And then you've got one battle after another, which seems to
Don't
be
forget
worthy
Mighty
of it.
Supreme. Don't forget Mighty
Yeah, you've
Supreme.
got Mighty Supreme, and I just there's quite a lot of competition. But look, they've surprised people over the past few years with their selections, so who knows? But I'll have everything crossed for it, and if it wins, I'll be delighted.
Yeah, it'd be great. It'd be great. It'll win something, but I don't think it'll win Best Picture. It'd be lovely if it does, but you know, we'll see.
I'm going for 10.
Optimistic, I like it.
Yeah, I got a bit of Eli Roth news. Um,
Mm,
have you seen this, Matt? Have you?
yeah,
Ice Cream Man.
yeah.
I've sort of read a little bit on it, and it's got Snoop Dogg in it. He's basically said it's he's basically
Don't
tagged
go in that house, bitch.
yeah, the craziest film he's ever made. Um, he said it's like the birds with children, and he filmed about 100 kids going completely nuts. So, I think
Apparently,
weapon.
he said it's going to be better. It's going to be it's better than like Green. It's going to be crazier than Green Inferno and Cabin Fever put together. We'll see.
Fine. It's in post production, so we'll see what happens. It's got no release date. Matt, you put a poster up for a film called Dolly. Have you watched the
Yes,
trailer?
yes, I have. I sent you the trailer as well. It,
Yes.
Uh, it's been touted as French horror meets the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
it's fucking
Ah,
grimy. It looks mental. It
Sean
looks.
William Scott is in it. He's got a
Is
bit of
he?
yeah,
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 different
yeah,
man.
yeah, man.
Oh, I
He's
missed
got a
that.
bit of horror chops with that bloodline. That bloodline was fucking good, man, when he plays the serial killer. Um, but
So
yeah,
it's slasher, isn't it?
yeah, all shot in like 16 mil.
Looks
Looks
dirty.
Gritty.
looking forward to that one. That's out in March.
Been yeah, March 6th. It's been they've said like basically people said it's like nightmare fuel, apparently. And the
Who
mask
be the
looks
judge
fucking
of that?
crazy. But yeah, it's giving me Texas Chainsaw vibes. It looks good.
Quality stuff. What about you, Matt? Got any news?
No, not really. Just one thing. I sent you guys a trailer for that new Curry Barker movie from Blumhouse, Obsession. It's only like a little teaser trailer. But that's out on May the 15th. Looks interesting.
I got
Could be
no
good.
clue what
Hmm.
it's about.
Looks
I
a
hope
bit
it's
eerie.
good because I hope it doesn't fall into that hype train and then we watch it and we go, oh.
I don't think it will because the type of writing that they do, they like to be twisty and turny and interesting. So it's
Mate,
got to have something to it.
that milk and honey is amazing,
Yeah, it is very, very good.
and it was brilliant. So yeah,
I think I
can't
need
wait
to
for it.
rewatch this Milk and Honey again because I know I fucking loved it, and I need to find out why because I can't remember it now. So I need to go and
Very
watch it.
clever. It's very clever.
Very
All
good.
set in the house behind the sofa or something like that. Was it like time travel-y? I can't remember honestly. Some kind of no. See, got no idea.
That
Watch that again.
that was the other short, I think that was called The Chair or something that
Right.
you were on
Okay.
about the time travel.
I'll rewatch
Yeah.
it. This Milk and I'll rewatch it again. No, yeah. Okay. Cool. No more news.
I've got,
Report.
yeah, I got a couple extra bits. Matthew Lillard, obviously, seems to be everywhere at the minute. He's obviously having a little bit of resurgence, and he's obviously Five Nights at Freddy's has kind of put him in the kind of stratosphere a bit. But you've got Scream coming up, and then he's in the new Daredevil trailer as well. He's in the new Daredevil Born Again, but he is launching his own brand of vodka, and it's called Ghostface.
I saw this. Yeah. Don't know how he
Horrendous
got away with it.
cashing in, but why not? He's been out in the calls with that franchise for a while, so why not get it in? Um, and the other one as well, I just thought it's worth saying. A film very dear to our hearts, The Thing, has been selected as one of the 25 films to be added to the American National Film Registry. So this is like a kind of special film registry that they kind of select films in that have like cultural significance, and so that's
Surprised it's
quite
not in there already, to be quite honest.
well, exactly, but it's in there, so they kind of made a
Great
big deal
stuff.
of how it was a flop and it became this cult thing, and actually, it's quite a obviously it's been revered now as kind of some sort of like a masterpiece, as it is rightly is, but I just thought it was quite interesting that's getting some like official kind of recognition like that.
Hmm.
And then the last bit, have you guys seen the Faces of Death trailer?
Is that
I don't want to talk about this.
nah, fuck off?
I have seen it, but I don't. I hate those movies so much.
They're not
Nah,
real though.
don't care.
Okay.
Not for us.
I look forward to the future non-review of that film.
Uh, I thought
You
you were going to
can,
mention another bit of Matthew Lillard news. Carrie TV series, Mike Flanagan's TV series, 2020 is out this year apparently, and that also stars Matthew Lillard as the principal Gale. He's sort of doing like an 8 episode um based on the more true to the book, obviously, than De Palma's. De Palma's version sways a little bit away, but he's going to include quite a lot of stuff. I imagine that, yeah, the
I
book's
thought
really cool. So,
I thought you didn't like period dramas.
wow,
Dun, dun, dun.
Sorry, couldn't resist.
Wow.
that's good, good, well done. Oh, okay, there we go. Drink your fucking Heineken.
That's it. That's I'm pissed now. That's it. All holds bad. All holds bad. All bets are off.
All right.
I've literally had half a can of Heineken, lads. I'm okay. Don't worry. I'm not going to
So
get us
So it
cancelled.
takes. Right, should we get into our main review?
This is Granite Park Chalet. Oh my God. We have a code 3 emergency. There's been a bear attack.
Guys, go run!
We got a missing girl. We think it was a second bear attack.
We can't risk any more lives.
Same every year.
Sorry?
Help!
Bear did this, bear did that.
No!
Really more of a nuisance than anything else.
Quiet, quiet, quiet.
Grizzlies never kill. So I guess we thought they never would.
Just a couple throws.
Go!
Squirt, get back here.
Okay, this episode's main review, thanks to a screener that Matt managed to procure. We got to watch Grizzly Night, which is out on digital release, I believe, next week. It's based on a true story that happened around August the 12th, 1967 in Montana's Glacier National Park. The night in question, there were two separate grizzly bear attacks 9 miles apart, which is kind of unheard of. And it was in a time where there was not much, like, they were trying, big tourist attraction was like around the grizzlies and all that sort of stuff. It's an interesting one, right up that gets sort of, it's rammed into the creature feature, I guess. We had Cocaine Bear a couple of years ago. So there you go. Let's see what you think, Paul. What do you think?
Right, lads, bear with me.
God,
So
please.
I'll try not to pause. Right, sorry. I'm after making these puns because, look, I just didn't get it. Many blankets were harmed in the filming of this. I just thought it was pretty bad, guys. I'm not. I can't. Right, it's great that we got a screener, and it's great that it was made available to us. But I just thought it was pretty poor, to be honest. Don't really know if it's a horror film, is it? And I didn't really realize it was a true story until the end, and I was like, "Oh Christ!" I was watching a true story. I didn't actually see it. But yeah, no, I didn't like this one at all. Matt?
Yeah, I don't want to be the grizzly one here, but yeah, it was. Look, it was very slow. There's a lot of dialogue, not a lot of bear. Unfortunately, there was much effects, and it just seemed to go and go and go and go, and then I was like, oh, is that it? I was like, okay, but yeah, it was a bit of a slow one for me, but all through it, I was like, man, Butcher's gonna have such a stiffy over all these kind of mountains and stuff. I bet you'd love to go there, wouldn't you, Butch?
Beautiful location. Beautiful
Yeah.
location. Love to go to Montana, defo. You know, I can say a lot about the. It started interesting. It started Breck Bassinger, who was in Stargirl,
It's got the bloke from Mummy as well.
broke from the Mummy. So you know, it's sort of a more of a, like a drama afternoon sort of TV movie telling us about a tale, almost like unsolved mysteries that's been solved. That's what it kind of felt a little bit like. Dialogue was a bit stunted. Acting wasn't terrible by some, but like, and this, you know, cinematography wise, they were telling a story, I think. But and the bears, you know, they were real bears, obviously. I don't, you know, it was interesting to learn about the story, but I didn't really give a shit. Two bears killed some fucking tourists. All right.
The thing is, though, Butch, you learn about the story after the film's finished.
Yeah. And it's
Yeah,
really sad as well. It's kind
it
of
is
like I felt
sad.
sorry for the bears.
But they kind yeah, I really did feel sorry for the bears, and I read the wiki afterwards about the fact that they killed 5 bears after the events of
Yeah.
this. That
And one of
they
those was
went,
a cub.
yeah, it's really sad. And obviously they found one of the bears that they shot had one of the girls. You know, I mean, basically this follows like centered around is it Julie Helgeson, who's portrayed by Brett Bessinger, and then Michelle Coons, portrayed by Ali Scovby. But it isn't like a creature feature in the sense that you're going to get like these really savage attacks, because obviously the attacks were brutal on both. One of them left to die, and the other one just devoured. But they kind of kept the decency of I guess of the true story of that true story alive. They didn't really like show the real intent graphics. So from a horror fan, there's not really much to kind of take away apart from maybe you know, there wasn't much tenseness or anything like that to the attacks. I didn't really feel like any anxiety or anything like that around the hunt.
A
So
lot
I
of
was like,
sleeping bags were harmed in this film.
I mean, you could have just at the start they could have went based on a true story, or at the start they could have went in 1970 odd 2 people were attacked. This is the story of how it plays out, and then you kind of going and then it can kind of go on a bit about like you said, the interesting bit was about actually what they did to the bears after. That was kind of the thing around it. It's like, oh, it's a mystery. No one really understands why. But what we're gonna have to do is to protect the public because everyone's terrified. It's almost like that scene, like in Jaws, you know, where they go out and kill that tiger shark just to
Mm.
go da da. That's kind of the interesting story about it. And you're right, Butch. None of the attacks and all that were in any way kind of the start of it, where you kind of there's like a crunching sound and the girl gets like pulled away. Um, her boyfriend's the dude from The Walking Dead, by the way. Carol's son in The Walking Dead who gets his
Oh,
head
okay.
chopped off. Um, but yeah, you kind of like that bit was tense, but the rest of it, I mean, look, obviously you've got budget concerns and like the shoot, they've obviously made a conscious effort to kind of like do stock footage of bears. Um, but I was kind of. You're right, Butch. I think they were being kind of considerate to bears because the point of the story was
The
what
bears
was
aren't the problem.
show
The
kind of
people.
what happened to the bears, but it didn't show what happened to the
nah,
bears.
there wasn't enough to kind of show that there wasn't like any moral kind of reasoning, you know, that what they did afterwards, they obviously nearly hunted those bears to extinction and stuff. It kind of like it's an event that really sort of got obviously in America really got the public talking and stuff like that because these 2 young girls got devoured by the grizzlies. So there was a real hatred. Again, America loves jumping on this sort of thing. Sorry, American listeners, but it's true. And you know, you fucking jumping on this sort of like, oh, I bet all bears are fucking shit now, and without understanding. And it was like kind of the Rangers' fault for like attracting the bears to kind of gain some kind of tourist attraction. It's kind of a real sad story that they didn't really tell, I think, in the right way, personally. Cocaine Bear 2, that's what I'm saying.
They
But totally wasn't it? Wait, sorry, Matt, you go.
no, go on.
I just thought tonally it was really weird as well. Like there was
Really
some
weird.
bits which were quite. There was like jokes in there, and I thought, is this a spoof? Is
They
this a
just it,
spoof?
it didn't really go anywhere. That's the thing. It's just like I was waiting for it to almost start, and then it didn't start, and then it kind of petered out at the end. I was like, it didn't feel like there was a beginning, middle, and end. It just felt there was a beginning and then an end, and it didn't. And also on the bear thing as well. Don't say obviously massive. We've spoiled loads already, but massive spoilers to this part. They killed all those bears, right, afterwards, and they did autopsies on their stomachs and stuff. Only one of the bears, they found some of the hair from one of the victims in his stomach, and apparently there was some glass stuck between his teeth, so the
Mm.
bear was in extreme pain. So they don't know if that was something to do with why it was so like angry.
Yeah,
So
because these bears wouldn't generally come
yeah.
and attack humans and up to this point.
Hmm.
So it's just goes to show that they're rummaging through the rubbish, and if they, it's kind of our fault. Just shoot the
I do
fucking.
love it. I do love this analysis when animals kind of attack people, right? And there's this whole thing of like, the motives behind it and what like what attracted them and what did we do and what was it? Can some animals just be assholes?
Well,
Some assholes like humans,
Yeah,
some humans are
exactly,
assholes.
exactly. Do you know what I mean? It's just like you get the same with shark attacks. It's like, oh, the shark never meant to. Well, maybe the shark did mean to, and he's just a twat of a shark.
Or he was just very hungry.
Well, I know, and it is this thing where you're like, well, maybe the bear was just hungry or just wanted to, I don't know, just eat somebody. Who knows? Thought, oh, I'll try this. Sod this. But
it,
yeah, no, like totally the bit in the helicopter is the bit I'm talking about. Where the guy's like, I can't see a thing. And he's like, neither can I. And he's just like, haha. And I went, that's not a joke. And he went, you see them things where the stars go? They're mountains. And he's like, looks at them like it's a like proper spoof moment. And that's why when you don't tonally, Matt, you're right, it doesn't go anywhere, but tonally, you don't know what you're watching. Because I was thinking, right, this is initially, guys, I thought it was going to be a really naff creature feature. It was going to be one of them films where you're like, you really watch it and it's like you've got people screaming all over. There's a couple of bits of gore in it.
Comedy horror.
It just yeah, like that just naffness. But there wasn't. It was just kind of like Butch says. It's like a daytime TV series where you're like, oh no, like the trials and tribulations of these people who none of them you give a shit about, and then you're like. And then you get into this spoof thing, and I'm thinking, all right, okay, so what's going to happen here is they're all going to get together, and then maybe there's loads of bears come out and just start eating people. And then right at the end, it gives you this loads of exposition about these were killed, and this is a true story, and this is a serious film. And I was like, what? Yeah, just weird and all over the place.
It was strange. Like the whole conversation that the doctor has at the end is like, oh, I wish we could have just done something else. Maybe if we'd done something differently. It was just like loads of expedition at the end. And I was thinking, there's only like 8 minutes left. How are they going to wrap this up? And then obviously, yeah, then it's like, oh, this was a true story with about 7 blurbs at the end. And it was just like, oh, right. Kind of makes sense now, but kind of like, yeah, still didn't really didn't for it was not formulaic. It just didn't tell. I just don't, yeah, it's very strange. It almost should have been like a TV show, like a one and done 45-minute TV show.
And we've
fair.
watched a few of these in the past like year or so where it just cuts to credit, like without any like ceremony. It's just
Yeah.
like credits. And this was one of them. You're like, what? After he shoots Boo Boo. Uh,
Yeah.
and like,
Imagine being in 1957 when this happened, right? And on the news, and there's some kind of those serious news people who are like, oh my God, bears are attacking and all that sort of stuff. Like they said, the bees attacking. This is where somebody kind of came up with a reasonable explanation that they said. One of the apart from the glass was that the bears were attracted by the menstruation. That was that's where that comes from. Like in Anchorman,
Anchorman.
there's a bit of tongue in
Heard
cheekness.
that periods attract bears.
Yeah, that's kind of where it kind of stems from this fucking stupidity.
Well, but you better stay out of the Montana mountains then.
He's always on.
Wowzers. Right, there we go. Grizzly Night. Good title, again, that's kind of tongue in cheek because it's kind of a double entendre sort of thing, isn't it?
Grizzly Night. I'm more like I don't know.
The film, there's a film there, right? And there's a story to be told, but it's a more serious story. It's it's a
So
get the
much.
killing out of the way, and it's the story about hunting the bears down and kind of like the moral compass of doing that. And then you can put like people in who aren't comfortable doing it, or people that are really comfortable doing it. And like I said, I'm not comparing it to Jaws, guys, but do you know what I mean? Like that, like drama of that kind of should we be doing this and all that. That's the story, isn't it? And but yeah, and you talk about it being in the 70s as well. I was like, hang on, they didn't even make an attempt to dress anybody properly to do
50s,
anything.
50s, 1957.
The 50s.
Bloody
Well, that's
hell.
even worse.
Right. Right. Shall we score this then, boys?
Yes. Geordie Paul.
Oh, I'm really sorry, and I hate to do this, and I appreciate getting the screener. Oh, I cannot really give it. I just didn't really like it, guys. So I'm going to give it a 1 out of 10.
Oof, oof.
Matt?
I'll give it a generous 2.
Yeah, generous 2 for me. It's not much there to fucking rate, unfortunately. Anyway, it's on digital next week. Go check it out.
It's available to buy as well from Monday on physical. So
Yeah,
Buy the DVD. If you like bears, then maybe this is for you.
interesting. Okay, let's get on to our movie from the vault.
okay, so this week's movie from the vault is my pick, and I delved into the Arrow archives, and I proper delved. Oh, did I delve? And I picked 1983, and it's from Hong Kong. You know that golden cinema studio, Hong Kong, and it's a seeding of a ghost. So, quick synopsis: a Hong Kong taxi driver's life horribly falls apart after accidentally hitting a sorcerer with his cab. He decides to seek the sorcerer's help to turn the curse on his enemies at the expense of his own life. What do you reckon, guys? Now, to be
Butch?
fair, before you start, Butch, this has everything you love.
Yes, it does. And I did love it. Because what's not to love? It's got a fucking weird vagina demon. So it's got wicked kung fu fights, absolute batshitness, black magic, rapey ghosts, unnecessary, gratuitous, nudity, a kind of cheesy porno track. What's more to love? I mean, this fucking director's a genius. Absolute genius. Absolutely love this. What a pick. And it's got genuinely horror around it. So super gory, so DIY. It's fucking great. It's a fucking great movie. And I'd happily have this in my Arrow collection. Matt?
Wow. I did not like this movie. I fucking loved it. It was fucking crazy. I mean, I've generally not heard of this movie. Obviously I know the Shaw Brothers stuff, but you know, to find a little hidden gem like this, still we're finding little films like pockets of films that we haven't seen like this. It's just crazy that there's not more buzz around this movie because there's so many crazy nods to things and there's so much craziness in this movie that people might watch this film and they think, what is this absolute trash? But when you look at it as a fully formed film, it's like, this is fucking crazy how they done it. And just everything in it from, like you said, kung fu fights to crazy houses with sceneries and, and practical effects and just crazy magic, and reminds me of a film I keep telling you to watch. I can't remember the name of it now, but it's another Hong Kong movie. I'll find out later. Um, that's very, very similar. That you guys have got to watch it.
Is it that
Dispatch it.
seventh curse or something like that? Or
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, I can't remember. Yeah.
Something with seven in it.
Mm. But it's
Mate, I'm sold,
crazy.
man. I will go down the river on these sorts of movies. I will pick them apart. This is fucking great. I don't know what led you to pick. Was it Calm that led you to pick
No,
this?
I
No?
found this myself. I was just
Ah,
trawling through, kind of getting ready for a pick, and I just saw the imagery first, and I just read the blurb, and I just went, "Do you know what? I'm going to give it a go because why not?" And like I said, I think I've gone on record already saying I love it when we all watch something we haven't seen before. Um, and just from the kind of blurb, I thought, well, why not? We'll give it a go. And to be honest, I was a bit worried at the start because I thought, is this gonna get any like horror in it? Because it just feels like a smut film.
Yeah, some
And this,
Italian, like just like some nod to like 70s Italian grot. There was real Argento sort of nods in this movie, in that first sort of like 25 minutes, the style and stuff like that. And then the flip. I was just like, oh my God, this is so Asian. This is fucking brilliant.
oh,
What did
yeah.
you
So
think? What did you think, Paul?
yeah, I mean, I it took me a bit of a while to kind of warm to it, but by the end, I was just like, I didn't want it to end. I was like, what else are they gonna do? And then it did end, and I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
It just kind of flipped the dial, didn't it? Yeah, like I said at the start, I thought, oh god, are you gonna get on with it? Or, but yeah, I just thought kind of what they did, and it's kind of like I've seen it in other films, and I can't quite remember what the films are, but I've definitely them. It's definitely had an influence on other films, from like the body like degradation and the kind of cost of what magic does to you and things like that. I've definitely seen films where it's kind of done that. Um, But yeah, kind of like get on with the plot. You've got the I can't even remember his name, the taxi driver. And I mean that scene's hilarious. You've got this guy in sorcerer getting chased by this mob of
oh
angry
yeah.
Hong Kong. He's like, kill him, kill him. He's like, oh, he's dead. All right, bye, let's go home.
Ah, fuck it, and then let's go home. Yeah, I love that.
Because that scene at the start is really, really good. And obviously you have the kind of build up with him and his wife and the scene where all really happy. And then you have like, she's a dealer at a casino. And then you have Mr. Fang. Is it Mr. Fang?
Yeah, Anthony Fang.
Mr. Tony Soprano of Hong Kong just comes in and whisks her off her feet. And then you just get gratuitous nudity.
To be honest, she's a bit of a bitch, really. I mean, she
Yeah.
didn't deserve what she got, but she was a bitch. She like literally married to a guy, and then like the first guy she meets that gives her a bit of cash and shows her a bit of affection. She's there. See you later, taxi driver husband.
Dedicated husband. Obviously, we find out how dedicated he is later. Fucking hell. But yeah, the fair was like crazy because it didn't really make any sense, really. But that's what affairs was. It's so cheesy in terms of that interaction. But like, yeah, the what it led to with those two thugs and very brutal sort of rape scene that sort of they went into. It was fucking kind of harrowing. She did do a very good job of like of fighting them off and stuff like that. But it just like it was very interestingly shot and on a location. It was fucking like the use of it was like the props and all that sort of stuff was
How was
fucking ace.
insane.
It was
Yeah.
really cool. Even the death, like when she went over the edge, I thought it was all really cleverly done.
Well, I
Um,
like the way because we kind of touched over the fact that obviously this taxi driver meets this kind of sorcerer dude that says, "Yeah, thanks for saving me, but you might now get some shit going on in your life. So you may get ill if you're lucky. You might lose some family members, but you will get some bad luck happen." And that's where, like, obviously, that's where kind of a bit of the black magic comes in. Is that this guy is trying to find his wife, and the black magic somehow leads him to this house. And I love that bit where he's changing the tire on his car, and then the literally the tire just comes to life, and then kind of goes exactly where it's. And that bit was crazy because it's like the blood drips on his back, and he looks up, and there's his wife, and then we cut to the most poorly run
Police.
police station. Where it's obviously casual Friday every day of the week. Um, the bumbling police officers that just couldn't give a shit. Don't even have interviewing rooms. They just have a table with some chairs. Yeah, mental.
What's the fact that they're all sat together? So you've got the husband that obviously quickly finds out that his wife was having an affair because they found semen in her, and he's like, "Hang on." Then they find Mr. Fang really quickly. I mean, they're very good policemen, by the way, because they find Mr. Fang really quickly. They find the car, the red car, very
That
quickly.
bit's hilarious as well because they just spring out from behind the wall.
Yeah, like, ta-da!
You're the guy with the red car.
And like, because he's just like, oh, I saw a red car, and he never gives them the license plate. I don't even really think it's possible for him to see the license plate from the angle he the car.
There is some artistic license with the storyline. They definitely kind of go a little bit squirrely, but whatever.
Yeah, but you don't mind it because it's just chortling along, and you're like, oh, what's going next? And then everybody knows. There's no kind of real, even when they get caught, the people that have essentially killed his wife and raped her. They're almost like, yeah, whatever type of thing. And then they just get let go. They're like, oh, yeah, no worries. Well, we'll have his back when we prove that he's done it. Don't worry about it.
I don't know. He said, didn't he? He said something about his mother because his mother done something.
Kind of bailed him out, yeah.
Bailed him or something. And then straight down the pub. Let's go down the pub.
Oh, with the weakest beer going, man. I don't want that beer. Jesus Christ.
We'll go and kill. In order to not get arrested, we'll kill this bloke because then he can't prove that it was us, right?
Interesting plan. And
then they have this crazy kung fu fight, and then I was wetting myself because they have this crazy kung fu fight, and then he kicks it the taxi driver ends up kicking the shit out of them, and then it zips back to the police station where he's getting to it. He's like, "Why? You shouldn't be punching them in the face," and he's like, "Well, they attacked me," and I'm like,
"That is comedy gold." That scene is fucking comedy. The cut and the edit, I think, is fucking genius. It's so brilliant.
And they're it's almost like comical bandages and bruises on the face.
Yeah. And it's like, hang on, they raped and murdered his wife, and you're telling him off for punching them, and he's like, "Oh yeah, but they attacked me first." It's just hilarious. I was wetting myself. That was how good.
I think I think it's interesting. We should kind of understand the time that's passed in this as well, because obviously I don't want to jump to it, but when we do get to that, his wife being excavated or whatever, she's very fucking decayed. So then there's obviously periods of time that is passing that we're not seeing because they're healing as well. And you remember the next scene, they're fucking healed.
But it doesn't really give you any indication that any time's passed at the same time.
And then he goes after Mr. Fang, and with a fucking metal baseball bat, which is
very good at the old kung fu. He does get his head kicked in it. He's not great considering he's armed with a baseball bat. He doesn't really get.
Oh yeah, he gets it around the leg though, doesn't it? And that's a killer blow. All the other blows are irrelevant. Just the one on the leg. This is yeah.
And he hobbles back to the black magic man.
He gets desperate.
The biggest monobrow in the world.
Yeah.
Did his face start changing? The black magic guy. His face was changing, wasn't it?
Yeah. He looked like an extra from Bo Selector at the end of it.
Yeah, I did think that when I was watching it. I thought he looked like one of them.
Looked like Mel B at the end. Oh, me grips.
But it starts off really weird in terms of the black magic. It's so fucking cool, and watching the little things that happen. I mean, I didn't know really what was going on. Like little monkey brain that he was eating or something like that, or some kind of brain in a skull. Like little bits of is what the guy's wife suddenly become possessed and stuck a fucking big fat match up his ass. Was that what was happening?
What was that bit? He's
the big matchstick up his ass.
Huge matchstick, like an oversized match, like the biggest matchstick you ever see. And she must put it in his ass about 4 or 5 times. I think he was liking it because he didn't really kind of run away, did he, for a while?
That seduction scene was hilarious as well. His wife coming in, obviously wanting to get a bit of loving, and he was just reading the book.
A lot of bush in this.
But he was it took a lot of for a while to distract, just suddenly the pants on the end of the nail is like, oh, I'm getting lucky here. Fucking oblivious.
Not to mention one of the most harrowing scenes, which is one of the culprits, the guy that didn't rape her, the other culprit, is
Paul,
when he's in his apartment
his
block.
name was. I didn't
What's his
understand why
name?
that hasn't come up yet. His name was Paul.
Oh, was it? Well,
That's who you named after.
he he basically is in his bed asleep. And so you think, who's that? I thought, oh no, is this?
Oh
He's
God.
being kissed by someone. Is this his mum? Is it going to be his mum? Oh no, it's his sister. And
Sister.
then she decides to try and strangle him with her own bra,
Good
and
technique.
then push him off the building. Obviously, she had to be topless while she was doing it.
Obviously, lot of topless in this movie.
And to be honest, when he fell from that far up, nothing really happened to him.
I was expecting him to like explode when he hit the
Yeah,
floor, but he didn't. He just kind of like landed and then was like, "Oh, dead."
They kept a lot of that budget for the last kind of like 15 minutes, I think.
Oh Christ, yeah. I mean, the sort of battle of like good versus evil is like fantastic. I mean, that whole there's well, before the ending.
Evil versus evil, more like.
Well, yeah, I don't know. It's like, black magic. They're trying to get the wife is they're trying to because they both go to a um obviously there's someone on every corner, a tarot reader or whatever you want to call them, a mystic meg, and they go to one, the two of them, and she gets fucked over by what she's doing, and the other guy is getting some guy to do some magic with an egg, and he's like, oh, this is too much
It's
for
like an
me.
exorcism, isn't it? It's like
Yeah,
the
yeah. But
priest trying to
but
exhume
that
the
whole like craziness of the wind and all this sort of stuff against the two priests is fucking brilliant. So fucking like Mystic Sabali, sort of like it's just fucking kooky and crazy, and you think that is a wicked scene to end.
There
Okay,
was
we're all
some,
safe. No.
there was some great effects, though. Like the bit where like he goes to see the sorcerer, and he lies down on the bed, and then like he basically has the body shape
Mm.
in the shroud, and then he falls through the bottom, and he's like, right, well, I've got that shape. That's like your wife's spirit, and you go get a body and stuff. That was really cool. I mean,
What about the
yeah,
weird like animation?
yeah, the
Well,
spirit sexy time.
this is the thing, is like he's like, now you've got to go get a body. And then like literally he's like, now she's got to have sex with the spirit.
Wait, a kiss her first, remember?
Oh yeah, you had to give her a good old kiss.
And she's pretty crusty.
And yeah, and then she had to have sex with her
She had
spirit
sex with the spirit of
to
the
get pregnant.
yeah.
Then she could make the Mr. Fang's wife
Wife.
pregnant.
Yeah.
So she could attack him. So the baby could attack him.
But the
Whatever.
baby had to
Elaborate
be
story.
fed with the taxi driver's blood, and all the while he's kind of turning into a rock man.
Yeah, well, this is the thing. The sorcerer gets like murked, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he gets
'Cause it's
he
like,
gets
and he ain't got no one
fireball.
helping him anymore. It's like, oh fuck, I'm doing this on my. I like to call the sorcerer uh Tasmanian devil.
Yeah. But
Literally.
but the end scene, because there's no anchor, it's just fucking whatever happens.
Yeah, because he hasn't got the sorcerer, so he's like, I don't know how he knew that. Right, okay, I must get my blood and just plug it into her belly so the baby can live.
Well, he says, doesn't he? You need to feed it with your blood and
Yeah.
guide it with your spirit. So it's kind of all the revenge that he's kind of feeling,
Mm.
and then the blood, obviously. But yeah, so I think because obviously the wife gets possessed, and they think they've like fixed that, don't they? They're
Oh
like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
we've
Oh,
won.
she's fine now. We've won.
But the whole thing is, my son will take revenge, and they're all laughing because they're like, well, she's dead. How can she have a son?
Mm.
And then you find out that Mr. Fang and his wife obviously have made up. There's no more affairs apparently, and then it's like, well, she's pregnant.
And the
Ta-da!
very the quickest, if you missed that line, you wouldn't know what's happening because you'd be like, hang on a minute, now she's pregnant, because they literally just go, oh yeah, she's pregnant, by the way. No congratulations. Just straight into it.
And
But
then
that scene with the belly blowing up and like the thing pancake coming on the guy's face, and that guy's face was like they did an interesting job of his face. It's like strangely decaying.
Paper
And
mache.
you know what it reminded me of? It looked like the mask from Possessor.
Yeah, did.
But the fucking demon thing with the big teeth and the tentacles, it was so on the nose in terms of like practical horror effects. It was fucking great to see.
And the head popping out of its mouth. Hello.
Yeah, because
Flying
you
out.
think, oh, it's like a big mouth with teeth, and then it's not finished yet. The head comes out as well. This is fucking mental, crazy.
It was fucking great. It was so fucking great.
Tentacles flying everywhere.
Yeah. Like it just went from like seedy porno to like
Kung fu.
practical effects monster movie. It was fucking great. It was fucking genius. I absolutely, yeah, loved it. This is good fucking movie, man. I'd watch it
There
again.
you, there you go, mate. You got to have faith in me. You have to have faith in me.
Matt,
Mm.
because it's an Arrow movie, there must be some information on this. Matt's facts, we got you got.
Do you know what? I trawled the internet for facts. Couldn't find barely nothing. Barely nothing. Not even IMDb's got any trivia on this film, and I don't understand why. It's like I literally went on YouTube, the internet, I went on pages, Reddit, literally couldn't find anything. It's like somebody's like hidden everything. It's very, very strange. So anyway, the only thing I've got, obviously it's made in 1983. There's obviously inspiration of what I can think of possibly from The Thing, because The Thing was made a year earlier. Because it's, obviously the head at the end with the
Yeah.
tentacles and stuff like that. And it's known as the third installment of the Black Magic trilogy. So there's a film called Black Magic, and there's two of these films, and it's not directly as the third movie of the trilogy, but some people like hail it as the third part, or it's supposed to be the third part of the trilogy. And it was made in December 29th, 1983. It was made. Also known as Zongyi in China. And what I could make out as I counted is about a kill count of about 7 or 8. I had to literally physically count them because there wasn't even a kill count anywhere on there.
Do you know the names of the other two movies?
Yeah, Black Magic 2.
Is it really?
Yeah,
All right, fair enough. Fucking
Black Magic and Black Magic 2.
amazing. But at its heart, it's like this fucking. It is like got some real moralness to it about infidelity, and it really sort of sits within that body horror era, revenge fucking movies. It's just like you like you said about the DNA of it, Matt. Definitely influences to like say the French movie Revenge, and like all sort of Asian sort of Lady Vengeance, Old Boy, all those sort of revenge movies. That it's got that DNA of it. It's early representation. It's so fucking good. So
I
fucking
believe
good.
it was 88. It was put out by 88, I believe.
Wow.
At one point. I don't know if it's still in print though. But there you go. We're going to score this beast.
Yeah,
But you guys first. This is my pick, so.
It's
Go
a
on,
10 for me.
Woo!
Hang on. Is it a 10? It's a 9. 10
9.
is a 9. It's gross and disturbing and all in all the right ways. It's fucked up and messy, but it's cracking great. It's a 9. It's a 9 for me. It's close. It's really good movie. Really recommend if you want to, but it's very niche in terms of I guess. I don't know, people who listen to this podcast, man, this is a fucking heavy movie, but it's so worth the ride if it's just batshit.
I thoroughly enjoyed this one. It was like it ticks a lot of boxes, and it's just I love seeing films like that we ain't all seen before, and it just like yeah, I had no idea where it was going. Absolutely not. So I'd say it's probably an 8 from me. But yeah, I loved it. It was brilliant.
I agree. I wrote because I do notes before just on the phone just to kind of like give me a steer, and I actually didn't rate this one because I was like I'm kind of up in the air around like I just wanted to talk to you guys about it and get the feeling, and yeah, I think I'm going to go 8 as well. I did I from the first 15 minutes, lads. Honestly, I mean I quickly just go back and tell you a really funny story. I'm sat there in obviously new house and we've got the kind of TV set up, and I was just on my phone watching it. I thought, oh, I'll watch it, and I've been banging on to my wife about trying to watch a horror film for ages, and she's like, no, 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 and I was like, well, watch the first 5 minutes with us of this one. Well, that was a mistake, wasn't it?
Well,
It's like, you liar. You liar. You're just doing some porno fucking thing.
Exactly. I was literally like, and to the point where I was like, I'm a bit uncomfortable with this.
to be
And I
honest,
was like, please, a demon appear, please, please.
I was yeah, the first 15 minutes, I text Jordy Porn and said, what have you made me watch? Literally a porno.
I
And then,
I was watching the last sort of 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, and Sophie walked in with her dinner.
Okay.
And I was like, I'll probably just turn this off and put it on my phone for the next fucking the bit so you don't have to put yourself through that. She's just like, as soon as she came in, she was like, I'm not watching this. And that's when you know you've got something good.
That's it. Job done. Job done. So yeah, no, 8 out of 10 for me, lads. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Very surprised, but yeah, very good.
I often think if, like, the postman was walking by at one point and just peered in and saw just like 10 seconds of, this head with tentacles and these Chinese people just screaming, how funny it would be.
Yeah, I really have to pick my moment to watch some of these movies that you've bought me. Yeah, I still haven't sort of sat down and watched Ebola Syndrome, and I've watched one, the one with I told you about the robots, sexy robot things, but I'm going to get through them. I got to find these time pockets where nobody is going to be around.
Pick one for the vault, mate. There's plenty there.
Yeah.
Which brings me on.
Yes, Matt.
My pick. It's my pick.
Follow that, Matt.
Well, I don't think I can, but I'm going to watch. I'm going to throw into the mix for the next movie from the vault, which we haven't. I've not seen this yet, and I bought it, and it's in the cellophane. It's ready to go, but it is called In the Mouth of Madness from John Carpenter.
Oh, so our penultimate episode before 200 is going to be a John Carpenter movie. That is a bit of to live up to the episode 200, man. We got to pull something fucking great. I've never seen it. I think it does it star Christopher Lee in a cave? Is it that one? Is it set in a cave?
No.
Oh, then I have no idea.
Sam Neill's in it.
Sam Neill in a cave?
Maybe. I've not seen it. It's got Julie Carmen from Fright Night Part 2.
All right, fucking great. In the Mouth of Madness.
Jürgen Prochnow from Das Boot.
Where do I watch this?
Crunchow, you know who that is? He's in Blade.
Blade?
Where do I watch this?
It's on Arrow.
Arrow, beautiful. Okay, this is great. Okay, that is episode 198. Done. What a fucking episode. Go and watch Seeding of a Ghost. Definitely recommend it from the two that we watched tonight. Moving on to episode 199. We will go back to the cinema. We've had a bit of a break from one episode, and now we get to go and watch a Primate, the little ape movie that's been causing quite a stir. And then Matt's just pulled from the vault, In the Mouth of Madness, John Carpenter. And there's only one more thing to say. When there's no more room in hell, here's another podcast.
I am the devil, and I am here to do the devil's work.
You can follow us on Twitter @DrawOneLast, Instagram @DrawOneLastBreath, or pop us an email at drawnelastbreathpod@hotmail.com.